Hello and happy Self Love Saturday. I wanted to talk a little bit today about International Day of Happiness. Now, I'm excited about this day because I think, you know, self love and happiness go hand in hand. It's part of self love, actually. You do things that help you feel super good about you. And of course, that brings about happiness. But International Day of Happiness, here's the background. The UN actually designated this day, um, and it deals more with, economic, the economies of various countries. Bhutan is considered the happiest country and that with the happiest citizens. And Bhutan is in South Asia. They go by something called the Gross National Happiness Index, and this has like 9 domains. I'm only going to talk about a few today, for the sake of time. So, one is psychological well being, health, education, time use, cultural diversity, resilience, and living standards. So, these are, I think I included 6 of the 9 that deal with attaining the good life. Just how do you go about getting the good life? And we all know that living standards, that absolutely has to be a part of it. The living standards of a country. Um, but for today's conversation, we're just going to deal with our personal happiness. Okay, so we're not going to talk about our happiness as a country. We're going to talk about our personal happiness. All right. So the question is, the $1,000,000 question today is, are you happy? Are you happy? I want you to think about that for a little bit. Are you happy? Like deep down in here, do you feel happy? And we're going to talk about it a little bit more to make sure that there isn't something that you need to like do to activate more happiness in your life. Okay? Because activating happiness in your life is what it's all about. Being happy, attaining joy. Okay? So when you think about are you happy, hopefully you've been able to come up with some things that, help you understand you a little bit more. This is part of your self self discovery journey, learning more about yourself. So for me, the one thing that I think about as far as happiness and just me right now, I think about my weight. Okay. And honestly, I'm just not happy with my weight right now. It just I'm just not happy with it. I need to lose the baby weight. So I have an 11-month-old. Matter of fact, 11 months old today. Today. So the baby weight, the COVID-19 weight, whatever weight, okay, because I call it the whatever weight because I'm not sure what it is, but it has to go. All right. So I'm not when I think about happiness and the things that I'm happy about in my life, I'm not happy about my weight. Okay, let's go somewhere else with this. Okay, what about mine? Because we know that with the country Bhutan, they talk about psychological well-being. So psychological well-being, your mind, your thoughts. Is there something like pressing on you? Do you hate your job? Do you dislike your marriage? Do you think you need more education? Are you not happy with the amount of money that you make? Okay, is there something that you yearn for more, like you want to, I don't know, garden, or you want to take up a hobby, or you want to do more for the community? Um, is there something pressing on you? All right, think about that. Think about that. If there's something pressing on you, you probably need to make a few changes, because it's messing with up here your psychological well-being. There's something that you want more of, okay? With you professionally. Are you happy with your career choice? Are you happy with your earning power? Or are you just living for the weekend? So I know a lot of people just are waiting for Friday to get here because they don't really like their jobs. They're overworked, underpaid. They just do not find any type of satisfaction, fulfillment from what they do 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. So think about that, okay? Because again, we're just trying to go through some of the things to determine our true happiness, okay? Because our true happiness is what we think and we don't want to share with anybody else. Usually, like you don't want to really share this like with other folks. You may share with close people to you, but you really don't want to share it with other people who really don't know you well because it's so intimate and it's something that you hold so closely and so dearly that it's not something for the world to know about you. So think about it. Just think about that. Your happiness. Are you happy with what you do for a living? Then personally, your relationships. That's where I'm going with that. Personally, your relationships. So your relationships that are romantic. It could be your marriage. It could be your dating situation. Someone you live with, your partner, someone you love. Does it make you happy? Does it make you happy? Colleagues, friends, family. Is there something like in your family or something that happened in your family that you need to repair? You need to deal with something in your family to make sure that you are at peace with whatever happened with a family member. All of these things contribute to your happiness. So you, and how you feel about yourself is part of your happiness. You, professionally, what you do for a living, 8 hours a day, contributes to how you feel, happiness or not. And then your relationships, like personally. So professionally, personally. And then the first one is more like intimately. Because it's all about you. But personally, I mean, do you have some relationships that aren't too good? Do you have some toxic people who are bringing you down or making you feel some kind of way sometimes? Okay? And it's not contributing to your happiness. Now, I'm going to give you 5 tips. 5 tips to work on bringing about more happiness, activating more happiness. The first one is make small changes. So I think that a lot of times what happens is people want to make big changes. And even when I'm dealing with my clients, I'm not really shooting for huge changes. I'm really trying to achieve some small changes because small changes lead to bigger changes. But if you try to just, so let's use weight loss as an example. If you try to start working out twice a day, every day, out the gate, that's going to be hard. That's hard. Okay. Now I love 2-a-days. And before I had Grace, I used to be in the gym 2-a-day in it all the time. I loved it. Matter of fact, I would do 3 sometimes because it was just like what made me feel like super good about accomplishing a goal or something, like my competitive spirit or something. I'm not really sure, but 2 and 3 a day workouts, I used to love them. After having a baby, I'm going to tell y'all, I had to start off with 1 a day. 1 every other day. It didn't work. 2 a day, 3 a day. It just wasn't possible. Okay. So make small changes. I am up to 2 a day now though. Make small changes. The second thing that I would like for you to consider is don't buy into immediate gratification, like that thing's happiness. That thing's happiness, like that thing brings you happiness. Shopping brings you happiness. Going to get something brings you happiness. Shoot for that peace of mind happiness. So I talked earlier about things that are pressing on you, things that are on your mind. You want to get to the place where there aren't many things pressing on you. And pressing on you is something I get from my mom. My mom used to always talk about when I was growing up, like if something is pressing on you, you need to pray about it. Now, that's how my mother used to use it. But if something is pressing on you, of course, you do need to pray about it. But you also need to seek to get to the place where it's no longer pressing on you. Okay? So you got to make some better decisions. So let's just use finances as an example. If your financial situation is pressing on you, yeah, pray about it. Pray. But you also need to make some decisions. You have to make some better choices. So that means maybe not, eating out as much. That may mean shopping somewhere else for groceries. That may mean not buying as many groceries. That may mean just making some changes with your budget. Okay? So when I say choices, decisions, that's what I'm talking about. 3, make some bold decisions for your life. And when I say bold, what I mean by that is do not be concerned, not one bit, not a little bit, not one bit what other people will say. Make some bold decisions. What is it that you want to do? Remember, this is your life. This is your happiness. You only get one chance at this thing called life. And I say this all the time. You cannot go stand in a line and say, can I get another life? Can I get another? You cannot. So your life is yours. Your life is yours to do what you want to do. Okay? Don't be destructive though. Make good choices. Number 4. So let me repeat because I gotta, this is the teacher in me, gotta repeat. Make small changes. Don't buy into like immediate gratification, the thing's happiness. Shoot for that peace of mind happiness. 3, make bold decisions. 4, in addition to making that bold decision about your happiness and what you want to do with your life, make a decision every single morning that you wake up that you're going to be happy. Just make a decision. Like, today is about to be a great day. Today is going to be great. It's going to be an awesome day. You got to do it. You got to make the decision to be happy. And you have to focus on, and this is not an extra one. This is just part of making a decision to be happy, because it's not another tip. I'm going to get to the 5th one. Making a decision to be happy also means just focusing on what's good. Like when you go throughout the day, when you make a decision to be happy, you have to focus on the good. And it's so easy to veer off and start thinking about what's bad, what happened, what could be, what I should have done. Focus on the good. And the 5th one, now I'm going to give y'all 2 bonus ones, but the 5th one, get excited, absolutely excited about what made you unhappy. Y'all like, she is crazy. What is she talking about? Get excited about the things that made you unhappy, because you know why? You know why? If you had not experienced the unhappiness, you wouldn't know what happiness is. So get excited about something that made you unhappy. Because then after you get past the unhappiness and get to your happiness, when you activate your happiness in your life, you will feel so good about it. So get excited about anything that made you unhappy. Him, her, it, that. You know what I'm talking about. All those things that make us unhappy in life. Get excited about it. Because if it had not been for those things, we would not understand happiness, true happiness. Then my 2 bonus ones. These are quick. Set goals. When you set goals, there's just something about reaching a goal that gets you happy, makes you happy, gets you excited about your life. Like, oh, I can do that. No, let me do this. Oh. So with saving money, so I've been saving money lately because like when Grace came along, it just changed my life, how I see money. So I've been saving money. I'm so excited. I'm just like, oh, I can do this. Ooh. Looking into Roth IRAs and all kind of stuff, like, oh, excited. All right. So set some goals, set some small goals. And then the last one, I think that this brings, like a peace. It contributes to my peace of mind. Okay. So this is for me. I journal. So writing things down after you've had a day full of all kind of feelings helps me to get back to my happy spot, because I just put it on the pages. I pour it out. I release it. And I'm leaving it here. I'm just going to leave it here. Okay? So, I've already talked about praying. I guess I see journaling a little bit like praying, releasing it. I'm writing about it, releasing it. Because when I pray about things, I also release it. So I just thought about that. That's why I just thought I would add. I talked about praying earlier, but releasing things sometimes will help you get back to your happy spot. Okay? So thank you guys so much for joining me. Again,